YouTube, what is going on, guys? And today we're back for episode 3 on Nerd Tavern. Today we're going to be talking about our Dream and Justice characters as well as BioWare's new IP. And we're going to be talking about questions as what's your most intense dream and who should pay for the first date of dinner. But in this tavern, we got some guests with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself. This time we have a background of Skype. I'm moving on Skype. We have so many different backgrounds. We're moving up in the world. All right, go ahead and introduce
Praise
yourself.
the solar system. Hey guys, G Shadow 007 here, and it's great to be on here again.
It's Jeff.
Sounds so excited about that.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, just Matt. Yeah. You're whatever. Get this over with.
Okay.
Dang.
Alright, I just want to let Ghouls know you are a blank image, so I'm just putting that one out there.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk. We're starting a new thing on the channel. Every month we're going to be talking about our most anticipated February game. In this case, it's going to be February, but next month is going to be March. April is going to be April, all that. And it's going to be the first podcast of that month. So, I guess, who wants to start us off with that most anticipated February game this year?
From all the releases I've seen, I'm probably gonna give it to Horizon. I mean, look at the trailer; it looks like it's gonna be fucking great.
Um,
I like the atmosphere of it. I really dig the whole concept of it. Um, I have to see what the actual gameplay is like, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something interesting. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Horizon.
so I was gonna say, Fire Emblem Heroes because, it's the only game that I can play. But, Nio is pretty cool. I wish I could play it.
Alright.
It would be depressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Main character in that game looks like a Japanese Geralt, like he's in samurai armor or something.
The game itself looks like Ninja Gaiden. Or is it made by the same people? Can't really tell.
Probably not, but who knows?
Well,
I
oh
guess
shit.
my
Go ahead, Matthew.
favorite one is For Honor, I guess. I've had a lot of fun during the beta, so
I've seen
yeah.
some of it. It looks like it's combining aspects of a fighting game with sword play of various, styles. You got the knights, you got the samurai, you got Vikings. It looks like an interesting game. I just hope if it's executed well or not.
Yeah, I agree. Me, Matt, and Steven were playing a lot of it throughout like its last couple of days, and it was insanely fun. The only thing that I can say bad about it is towards the end, the servers were terrible, god awful. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
help
yeah,
us.
yeah, they are.
Um, but For Honor is really cool. And I would have to personally, I'm gonna go with Horizon as well. Um, I really think Horizon Zero Dawn. I, I I will phrase this. Now people are gonna say, "What about Halo Wars 2? What about Nioh for me?" Because you guys know I'm a big Souls fan and all that. For Horizon Zero Dawn, I think has the highest risk, highest reward, but also has a potential to be incredibly shitty. Just with Guerrilla Games' track record of not shitty but mediocre games.
Well, let's look at another company, Sensor Games. They were behind Sly 4, and that was a really good game. But beforehand, they made really mediocre ones that were mostly on the Wii and whatnot. So who knows? Maybe this might actually be a great game.
But yeah, Horizon. I'm excited. Um, and also on Nioh, there was actually a quick little story. There was a quick little story on Nioh that I do want to say. Apparently, the game is too hard to some people.
Okay, that's saying something when the Soul series is a thing, and ghosts and goblins is a thing. But then again, considering that game's like what 20 years old now, I'm pretty sure no one has played it unless they're using emulation and whatnot. But that's a pretty bold thing if this game is that hard because I've seen freaks. Uh, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but that's just how I personally see them. But I've seen freakazoids that beat Dark Souls in the most craziest ways possible. So this, I'm pretty sure these are just casual guys playing. Like I'm not sure they're like hardcore Souls people. But if they're saying that it's too hard, that's saying something.
No, because I suck at it.
That could be the case. It might be a little tough to more master because that's the way Bloodborne people were. Some reviewers said Bloodborne was too hard. But anyway, we're gonna move on. You. Oh wait, did you say something, Jeffrey, or did you just cough?
Oh no.
Okay. All right. But Bioware's got a new IP. Um, and it could, from the looks of it, it looks to be like a third-person action adventure game. Um, and you guys know BioWare from, well, Dragon Age and Mass Effect, and some people, but I don't think. Well, has anyone here like really got into Knights of the Old Republic? Because I haven't.
I've
No.
tried. I played about 10 minutes of it, got bored, and didn't really bother touching it again.
I had it on the original Xbox when I had one, and I couldn't figure out how to do anything, like attack or anything, so I just gave up.
It's more. It's because it's basically a game that's for the most part made for the PC because it's you quick on stuff. You quick. It's basically you do a lot of quicking and a lot of selecting in that game from what I played. And yeah, it just got really boring really quickly. Maybe it's because of the fact that the game is pretty old. But yeah, I didn't really care for it because of the gameplay mechanics.
All right. Well, what do you guys hope this third-person action adventure game that is supposedly actually supposed to be out in March of next year? Give me you guys' dream setting for BioWare. What do you want them to tackle?
Um, so they've done like, fantasy like in the
Sci-fi.
past kind of. Yeah, and they've also done sci-fi a lot. So I was thinking maybe like a present day, like maybe like an occult kind of setting thing.
That actually sounds really neat.
Steampunk.
You took my answer, you bastard.
Steampunk. That's what I'm probably hoping for because I've always dig steampunk settings, whether it's stuff like Akira, whether it's stuff like Turn A Gundam. I've always dig that kind of setting. So why not steampunk? That sounds very cool.
Oh, Turn A Gundam, steampunk. I never knew that.
It's kind of steampunk because of the mechs and whatnot.
Hmm.
That's the one that's got the mustache. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's
I want it to be a cartoony action adventure game. I want it to be like a Ratchet and Clank almost. Because Gruels took my answer because he's a bastard.
well, I said steampunk. I didn't mention cartoons at all.
Well, no, I wanted to do steampunk.
Oh, okay.
But most importantly, steampunk. I would like to maybe see them do something like a Ratchet and Clank. I think that'd be fun. But I would really like steampunk for them to tackle it.
I see. I guess for me, yeah, I would kind of want to see them try and tackle, I guess, second time during the Inquisition, just to see how they would tackle like the heavy religious
Dragon
setting.
Age Inquisition.
No,
I'm
like,
sorry, I had to.
oh my god, no, like I kind of want to see them handle the heavy religious aspect that came with it. I know it's gonna be fucking. It would be horrible considering the amount of pressure they would get and the amount of ridicule. But I kind of want to see a game actually try to tackle that. Eventually.
All right. Well, I guess we move on to our Injustice 2. If you guys haven't seen Bane, Poison Ivy, and who was the third chick that went on IGN? I can't remember her name.
I think it was
Um,
Black Canary.
Yeah,
Black
Black
yeah, Black
Canary.
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 Yeah, so those three characters were announced today, um, which is cool. I'm really excited for them. I'm really excited for Injustice because I did buy the $100 edition for the game. Because I'm
You
really,
did? Dang.
yeah.
I wish I had that kind of money.
Um, yeah, I'm really excited. Um, but tell me what you guys think about these characters. I'm more worried now that they're just gonna add like a crap ton of Batman, because I saw a leak that it could be. I think they plan to add Scarecrow and Doctor Freeze and um what was I think they actually the Joker, and I think that was it.
Well, the thing is, you gotta realize, Batman has so many, like, villains. Like, even the pretty terrible ones are somewhat iconic, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Heartman. Calendar Man.
Condiment King?
Forgot he existed.
Oh, I want Condiment King in the game. That would be sick. Freaking
For
squirt
me,
mustard all over people.
who I want in the game? Oh, that's actually hard. Probably Red Hood. I mean, it is a different Robin after all.
They would probably just make him a reskin or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can dream,
they
can
have
I?
those deluxe reskins, like,
Well,
where
Yeah.
they change, like, some of the special effects slightly, and the skin and also the voice pack, but it's the same character.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
that's
with
what they do
the
with Flash and Reverse Flash.
yeah. Um. Well, I will say the character that I do want is Booster Gold. I want him incredibly badly in the game. I just feel like he'd be a really joke character that I'd love playing.
You
Um,
know who I want the most?
you tell him, Jeffrey. This is your time to shine.
Constantine. Constantine isn't in the game, I riot. That's
Get a
start
hashtag going.
hashtag Constantine a riot. That's yeah, that's the hashtag. Everyone, make it happen.
Right.
Uh,
Guess for me, I'm not much of a. I don't know much about the DC universe. I'm not gonna lie. Hmm. I guess.
in case in case you haven't noticed why I'm not talking, it's because I'm not big on DC. So yeah.
Yeah. I guess I would like somebody who's like more on the background of like the actual DC universe. Maybe like I don't know. I honestly don't know anybody else. Oh, a
damn.
bit of news though. For any of the beta players, they just released Blue Beetle as an actual playable character now.
Oh, yes, I'm downloading that. I
Yeah.
can't wait to play him.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
But I will also say they did add Deadshot, which I really, really wanted. But it does. I do not know if Deathstroke's gonna make it back into the game. Bring
My main
Deathstroke
issue
back into the
with
damn game.
with Injustice 2 is that I really don't want it to be overshadowed with Batman characters, because there's already a lot of them from what I've seen. We got Poison Ivy, we have Harley Quinn, we have all these kinds of people. And Batman is great, Batman is awesome, but I want to see stuff from other DC uh, properties and not just Batman, because holy crap, Batman has been fleshed out so much over the past decade.
But see, that's just the thing. People are like, "Oh, don't do all Batman characters," you know? But you can't name any other people other than Batman people.
Well,
Batman's villains are the most iconic and
well,
the most plentiful.
Yeah.
look at
So
Marvel
that's
versus
why they're
Capcom.
adding so many.
Well, look at Marvel versus Capcom before Infinity. Who here has heard of Iron Fist? Who here has heard of Rocket Raccoon before that
I
movie
knew of
came out?
Iron Fist before that.
Yeah.
But the
I
games
mean,
are still fun, right?
well, I'm looking at the website because I was curious here. I mean, DC has they have Beast Boy. I know he's kind of part of the Titans, but
I consider Teen Titans more like a spin-off to Batman. The only thing that's Batman about it was the fact it had Robin in it, and that's about it.
um, they could do Swamp Thing.
Oh, I would love to see
I
Swamp
would
Thing.
want Red Tornado. Red Tornado would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they could do. I wouldn't be shocked to see Shazam again.
I want Black Adam though. Black Adam should be confirmed
Yeah,
already. If he's
yeah,
not.
especially with The Rock being played by him, I really wouldn't be too
Oh,
shocked.
Dwayne Johnson's in it?
Yeah, well, no,
No.
he's playing the Black Adam in the movie.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, but if you use the bald variant,
Oh
like in the
shit,
old
guys,
game, I called it The Rock.
guys, no, it's done. I got the best character, Crypto the dog, baby.
No.
Oh,
my
We
that
God.
don't
would be
talk
sick.
about that.
That would
We
be
don't-
sick.
We don't
I
talk
would
about
actually
that.
love that.
No, we don't talk about that.
Yes,
we
we
don't talk
do.
about that, damn it.
Crypto the super dog. He's the best.
Oh my god. It would just be like every fucking DC animal fighting against each other.
Dude, that would be so. Dude, think about Crypto the dog versus Gorilla Grodd. Just think about
I
that
got it.
matchup.
Injustice, Pets Among Us. That's a DLC for the game.
Oh, God.
Hardly hyenas. They come in pairs.
Yes. This is pretty great.
Oh my god.
I almost forgot to talk about how I felt about Injustice 2 because I haven't really said anything. I played the first game. I did dig it. I liked the story of it. With Injustice 2, I hope they do some tweaking, like not make Superman overpowered as fuck.
No, they fixed that.
And
Okay.
I'm curious if this is gonna be a continuation of the first game, because there was a cliffhanger at the end.
Yeah.
It is.
I will say
Superman.
what they do need to fix, at least in competitive play, they need to make it to where competitive play isn't Superman spamming lasers.
Yeah.
Do we bring like the biggest problem they'll probably have, the cosmetic / power buffs?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I won't care, honestly, as long as there's a mode to where I can just play regular fighting. Then I'm like, okay, it's a
Yeah.
nice little mode.
I agree with that.
Yeah, as long as it's not, like, if you don't get great RNG, well, fuck you, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Language.
Now this game is being developed by the guys who did Mortal Kombat, right?
Mm-hmm.
NetherRealm, yeah.
Well, they always do great games, so this is probably gonna be a great game. Whether if it's a superhero game or fighting game or whatever.
Now the real
'Cause they're
question
all-
is
They made some pretty.
is Sonic
good fighting
Fox
games.
gonna wreck in this like he's wrecked in Injustice 1 and Mortal Kombat X for 3 years straight? That's the real question.
That is a question. Do you think he will have to take off his hat during Injustice 2?
Nah, there's no way. He's gonna dominate just like he always does. Till they add the broken DLC characters, then he's gonna be like, oh, I gotta take my hat off.
Alright.
Wasn't he playing the broken DLC character when he did that?
Yeah, he
Batgirl.
he
played
was playing
Batgirl.
back.
Why they buff?
No, when he
so
took his
much?
hat off, wasn't he playing Alien?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Mortal Kombat X, I think.
It was him
Yeah.
versus I believe
Dragon, I think.
who?
Dragon?
I
I
think
don't remember.
I think it was the what's her name? The beetle chick.
What?
Devora.
Yeah, I think it was Devore.
I think she was. It was a Canadian guy, if I recall.
Alright, well, I think we found out that you need to add Crypto the Superdog Ed Boon, or I want a
Free
refund.
Riot.
I, I mean, it may not ever happen, but again, I really
I
would
want
like to see
Crypto the
Red Hood.
Superdog at this point.
The one thing I do wonder about, are they actually gonna add like the characters they voted for, like Spawn and some other dude? Can't
Oh well,
remember.
you know they're
They
gonna
have
of
the
course
rights to
add.
Spawn.
They
Yeah,
have
that's
to
what I'm
add
saying.
Spawn.
They voted, like they made a vote on like who to add, and people mostly voted for Spawn. So I'm wondering when they're gonna add his little trailer.
He's probably gonna be like the first DLC character because there are 9 DLC characters, which I do. Some people are bitching about the prices on Injustice 2, which I don't agree with. They honestly seem like a good deal. Like 9 characters and the full game for $100 isn't that bad of a deal. You're
Yeah,
paying about.
plus you
Oh,
get those cool like deluxe skins I was talking about,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where it's like the reskin plus the voice reskin and some effects change too.
Yeah. It definitely does seem like it's not like a terrible deal. It's not like you're getting fucked over here in this situation. You're getting a good price, I feel. I'm gonna buy the game. Well, I've already bought the game, and I'm gonna play it
or
a
good.
shit ton, and then I'll probably stop playing it once Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite comes out,
Yes.
Yeah, the big one.
which I think all of us are super. I don't know about Matthew. I don't know how much he likes Marvel vs. Capcom.
Well, he's getting it no matter what, so
Mega Man X, baby.
I know Ghouls is just gonna make his team Little Mega Man and then get super upset when he's like dog shit. I'm gonna laugh if they make him so low tier.
that would
Zero
be
was
great.
broken. Well, Zero was broken as fuck in the last game, so
Yeah, but this is Mega Man. He's a whole different character.
It's a whole different ball game, gentlemen. All right, so
Exactly.
we're moving on. We're gonna talk about Star Wars Battlefront DOS. So this was basically announced. We all kind of knew this was coming because, well, EA likes money, and Star
hey,
Wars
keep in
seems to
mind,
print money nowadays.
we're
Battle
not
packs,
talking.
battle packs, battle
Keep in
packs.
mind, we're not talking about the 2005 classic. No, we're talking about the new one that EA has announced. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe I have to see some more about it, but apparently there's a single player.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Jeffrey's so
that's
enthusiastic on this podcast. I love it.
I don't like Star Wars
Single
stuff.
player.
Okay? I don't like Star Wars stuff.
All
I
right,
mean, okay. It might be good. It might be.
Matthew, what's your opinion on this?
Alright, I'm gonna make a
Honestly,
confession here.
all right,
I'm
go
playing
ahead.
Fire Emblem Heroes. So that's why
God, you're more focused on a shitty mobile game than this podcast.
It's pretty decent, alright? It's pretty decent.
It's pretty decent. So this podcast obviously has to be pretty low scale shitty.
I mean, with
I'd
back
rate
to what I was
it
saying
a
about
7 out of
Battlefront
10.
2. Back to what I was saying. The first Battlefront, I played a bit of it, and it was boring. Like, I did not like it at all. It felt way too. It felt way too much like Battlefield. Well,
Battlefield with
like,
jetpacks.
I mean, yes, the original Battlefront games were kind of like that too, but I don't know. Those games were charming. They were fun. This doesn't feel fun to me. It feels really annoying, especially with all the perks that they added.
Well,
And
Pretty fun.
I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I think DICE
Um,
is gonna knock it out of the perk. I mean, if you kind of look at what they did with Battlefield 4, and then they're like, okay, we fucked up. We're gonna get it right, and then people like absolutely adore Battlefield 1 now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
hope,
kind of feel like
but of course, EA loves to rush games out the door as soon as possible. So we'll see.
I think they're just building on it, though. I really think they aren't like doing too much. I think they're literally just gonna add a single player and keep gameplay and add a couple things, and that's it.
The
If
thing
that's
is,
the
though,
case, then that would be pretty fucking lazy for a sequel.
Mm.
The thing about Battlefront is it was boring because like almost all the guns were like basically the same thing. It's like you got
Automatic
your
resistance
single
yield.
shot, you got like one weapon that's burst, a couple of weapons that fire fully automatic, and then you had one shotgun in the entire game. Oh, and a couple of snipers. Like not very much variety.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I will pose this
I mean,
question to you guys. In
I
games
mean,
nowadays, do you expect single players? Even if they're shit, do you at least expect it?
unless it's like an MMO, like World of Warcraft or something.
But just let's just take like Grand Theft Auto 6. Let's say for instance they just were kind of quiet about the campaign and just kept advertising GTA Online, GTA Online, GTA Online, and they said like the stories involved in GTA Online 6 or whatever, the new and improved GTA Online. Would you not be pissed off?
Uh,
I kind of
Yeah,
would.
I
I
mean,
would say.
I'll be
but I
kind of
mean, one of
frustrated
my
with it.
favorite games is a game, that doesn't have like a campaign, Rainbow Six Siege.
Here's the thing. Here's my whole stance on it. A single player is fine if the gameplay mechanics works around it. Now, I know Tyler has been a big advocate about how Overwatch is an overrated game, but didn't think about it for a moment. How would a single player actually work?
Um,
Because if we
look
were
at
to make a single
Battleborn.
player, if it no, if we were to actually make a single player for Overwatch, it would be so fucking easy. You know why? Because all the characters are broken as fuck.
It
You
seems
know?
like
That's
that
not true. Junkenstein's Revenge, that game,
they had single player.
that game mode.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because
you
because you're facing
died in
against.
that.
Well, yeah, but because you're facing against like AI of the other heroes and whatnot. I'm talking like a legit
Exactly.
single player
The
that
single
doesn't
player
have
would
like
have
boss
AI
fight.
of the other heroes, though, because it's canon that some of them fight against each other.
I mean, if okay, now if they're talking about like boss fights, okay, but
They could make a
first person
boss
shooter.
fight. Like look at the thing. I don't know
I
which
mean,
map it
and
is.
listen, okay,
You can make one of
and
those
I mean, Call
giant
of Duty,
robots.
you can make the same argument that it's hard to die in Call of Duty, like if you play on a
Yeah,
lower
you just
difficulty.
when you're
Like if you raise the difficulty, whatever they decided, like in Overwatch's campaign, if they ever made one, like those stupid robots that are in the training thing,
but the problem
they
is
would increase the damage so they'd kill you easier. It wouldn't be easy like Cakewalk.
it needs to be even though if you turn it on hard mode, it should be beatable. And when
It
I played
would be
hard mode
beatable,
with
just be difficult.
AIs, and when I attempted hard mode with when playing versus AIs, oh my god, there's more relentless than actual people. It was unbalanced as fuck. So in terms of single player, I would if they ever make a single player for that game, which they won't because it's Blizzard. Blizzard's known for their MMOs and their multiplayer only stuff, so it's probably never gonna happen. But if it does
StarCraft has
ever
a
happen,
campaign. They know how to do a campaign.
I hope
oh
they
really?
make a movie.
They will make a movie.
I
I
mean,
don't
They
know.
should.
Ratchet and
Warcraft
Clank got a
did
movie.
well. I think money wise, I think it just did critically terribly.
No video game ever will get a movie now because it's just not profitable now. The amount of
And,
CGI that will go into it is just
I mean,
you won't.
the best one we got so far is Ratchet and Clank, and that was abysmal in the box office, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it was no good numbers.
Yeah. And then like the big one that everyone thought would be good in Assassin's Creed, which I told everyone from the fucking get-go was gonna suck.
Oh, I knew it was gonna be
I've
bad.
seen it; it looks horrible.
Yeah,
And it's a
I was
fucking
like, wait,
piece of
it's
shit.
not based off of Desmond? Oh, it's gonna be trash.
no video game movie ever will ever do well in the
I
box
mean,
office.
Mortal
it will
Kombat.
never, it never does because poor advertising, cheesiness. It never does. It's because it's dedicated to gamers and pretty much gamers only, unless you happen to be a fan of that certain
Yeah,
thing, or
and they've
unless it's a
never lived
fad
up to the
like Mortal Kombat.
content that gamers have been given throughout the whole game. It's
We're
basically
getting
just a
back
shitty
to
representation of their actual game.
we're getting back to the single player argument. It really just depends on the game. Like, if it's just gonna be a single player campaign first person shooter, I'll probably get bored by it really quick because you know most shooters pretty much play the same nowadays, and that's why you have multiplayer, so you can have fun with your friends and whatnot. But if it's something like GTA, where that's always been known for its sandbox gameplay, and you're telling me that, oh, the story's there, everything's there, but it's online only now, I'd be pissed off because you're changing something that I loved for years and years and years. Now I'm not. Now I'm using GTA as an example because while I've never really cared for GTA, I'm pretty sure some people might, and we pissed off at the fact that everything's multiplayer now. So for me, it really just depends on the gameplay, really, and how it correlates to what you're doing.
All right.
Hmm.
I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the final topic. This one I laughed a little bit at, so I don't know. I don't think a lot of people actually know, but this might be a pretty quick topic, but I thought I would throw it in there. So you guys know that it was the 30th anniversary to the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's like the 20th or 30th anniversary. I'm not certain on that, but
Wow, the remake's been in development for 30 years already? That's crazy.
well, it's the 30th anniversary of the original game, or the 20th anniversary.
The original Final Fantasy. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like the 30th anniversary, I think, of the Final Fantasy franchise in general. But and so the you guys know they're doing Kingdom Hearts. So they're doing Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, and they're also doing the Final Fantasy 7 remake, which they announced at E3 2 years ago now. Um, and if you guys don't know too much about Final Fantasy 7, there's that opening cinematic.
Wait, isn't that the
Yeah.
one that was gonna be chibi based or something? Or was that something else?
That was the Kingslave. I think you're thinking of Final Fantasy Kingslave.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Who hasn't seen the opening cinematics of FF7?
But
Like, it's one of the
yes,
most iconic things
rules.
of the PlayStation era.
Apparently, they're still just working on that cutscene. They haven't done a split of anything.
What the? Okay, Square Enix. I gotta call you guys out.
'Cause
You.
they're totally watching this podcast, just say.
Yeah, they probably weren't, but I'm not giving it. I don't.
I'm gonna tweet it at them now.
It's been how many years now since KH3 and this FF7 remake? Like 3 or 2 or whatever.
2 years since it was officially announced.
And you haven't apparently started work on legit anything. And I think at this point you basically announced that shit just to shut the fans up, pretty much.
And then
And
they also, just to throw this in, they said Kingdom Hearts 3 is also a long ways out as well.
it's just laziness.
Man.
It's either laziness or they just don't give a fuck and they just did that to throw a bone at the fans. Like, oh, here you go. Here's your trailer for your beloved game. Now leave us alone. It's like, why? Uh, you know, I don't get it. Square used to be a great company, and now they're being a bunch of dickheads.
Ghouls calls out Square Enix. Will they respond?
Confirmed.
I
But-
doubt they will, but
Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3 I get, and I somewhat get this too. I'll play somewhat of a devil's advocate. I think they put all their manpower into trying to get FF15 done.
a game that's been in development for about a decade
Yes,
since last year.
but then what was the point to announce FF7? Like, nobody was expecting it.
It's like I said, because they
was-
want to throw a bone at the fans. Like, oh, here you go. Here's your bone. Now shut up. That's basically what it was. If this is the case, because I'm like, They barely showed off anything besides a teeny bit of gameplay, and that's it. Oh,
Uh,
Square, man, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and then I
Bandai
guess
Namco is
I
at this Bandai Namco and Atlas are kicking your asses right now. What are you guys doing?
so I don't know if Matthew or Jeffrey have a comment. If so, speak now, or we'll move on to the great questions that I found. Not really; they're not that great. I like to think they're great though.
Um, I love it when games are in development for years.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I think it is like Duke Nukem Forever, where like, you know,
I mean, look at
maybe they.
I mean, FF15, you know, a game that's like been in development for 10 years, that still apparently has some problems from what I've seen. For God's sake, Square Enix, fix yourself before you start
I think the biggest
crapping shit out.
problem at FF15 was load times, and it's the driving the car. It's a really cool concept, but it's so fucking boring.
If I was saying, yeah,
yeah,
it looks boring as fuck.
you're just sitting there for like maybe
Is it
3
better
or
when you
4
can
minutes.
fly the car?
You can only do that after you beat the main game.
Which is bullshit. Which is bullshit, apparently. Why? Every single other Final Fantasy game has given you that an option to have a flying vehicle during the main game. So what the fuck?
All right. Me, as like a huge Final Fantasy fan, I've played every game. I was very disappointed with that.
Oh yeah, because you're all about that. How's that Fire Emblem Heroes treating you, Jeffrey? Let's get the live update.
Oh, I stopped playing because my phone was about to die. I'm playing Dark Souls 3 now.
I mean,
Fire Emblem
funny.
Heroes 2 out of 10 on the channel. Kills battery too quickly.
Square really
Nah, it
needs
doesn't like my battery was at half health before. I mean, it's not that bad of a battery user.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Square won't have. It's probably not gonna be a big non-issue because people love Square. They're probably gonna eat up whatever they throw out, which is a shame. But that's just how it is, I guess.
But
Yeah, people like
I only
Square
hope
Enix.
I only hope that when Persona 5 comes out and it sells a shit ton of copies, that it wakes Square Enix up. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna sell as many copies as you hope, Girls. I love that series,
That's
but
why that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, as much as I like for it to happen, it probably won't because Atlas.
I love the Persona series. I'm all about the
We ever
Personas.
haven't really advertised the
That's
game all that much from
that's my
in
jam,
terms of
diggity.
like
But
worldwide
that
box.
Persona 5 has basically they said they were gonna release it on the PS3. Now they said 4. Like they said winter at one point, and then all of it is
And you know,
lies.
it's sad that that game is finished and it's coming out.
I did
Yeah,
call
they're
that it was
just
gonna
like,
get
we
delayed.
need English. Put subtitles, then patch the English dialogue in later.
I,
That's like dumb.
I'm just saying. I called this. I called it. Goulds was all like, It's not gonna get delayed." I'm like, "It's gonna get delayed."
Well, at least it's better than 10 years of bullshit that Square Enix pulled with Final Fantasy
It's,
15.
it's been a couple of years of bullshit. Been
But
quite a few
if
years of bullshit.
I'm just
I'm not
saying
gonna
that
lie.
if it released this if it was originally supposed to release in February, it would have had PlayStation 4 would have had Nioh, Persona 5, and then end it with Horizon Zero Dawn. That would have been a killer month for them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that probably would have been.
All right, I guess we'll go ahead and move on. So these questions, again, um, really weird. I find them on just random ass websites. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to we found questions because again nobody ever leaves comments. Leave comments, people. Tell us what questions you want us to ask. They can be anything. There is no holds barred on these questions. We will answer them. All right.
I'm
What
I
is
know
your
one
most
will fight.
awkward moment in life?
Uh, most awkward
That's pretty
moment in
fun.
life. Moving from a town with a lot of crime problems to a town that has very few crime problems. I thought that was pretty awkward.
Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one. It's not as awkward for me. It's more awkward for my dad because I don't really have any good things for me. Like not that I can think of, but I kind of caused the situation. So my dad, he doesn't drink. But we always joke like we used to joke that oh yeah, we could have a that he's like a raging alcoholic, just as a joke. He never drinks. And so one time I used to go to Catholic school. We were having dinner with one of the priests from my school, and I was I was making a joke about that, right? And like, oh, Dad, aren't you gonna have beer with your? Cause you love drinking beer. You drink them all the time. And then my mom's trying to explain that it's just a joke, right? And I'm like, no, really. And then my mom's trying to explain that it's a joke further. No, really. So to this day, that priest thinks that my dad's an alcoholic. True story.
Okay.
Story. I ex- I was really young. I was like 8K. I didn't realize what I was doing. I was just joking around.
Okay
But
then.
yeah.
Let's see here. Hmm. I guess probably the oldest memory I can remember about an awkward situation would probably be when I was with my cousin at the age of around maybe 5 or 6.
Oh, that's sick. This story's gonna take a sick turn, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding.
No, fuck off. I think it was like after watching the first Toy Story, like a few weeks after watching it, and so I decided like I just told my cousin like, hey, I want to try something out. We go outside to my yard, and out of nowhere, I just scream at the top of my lungs, "Halt! Who goes there?" And the fucking car stops, and it's just like two 21-year-old girls just like there, and like I'm like, okay, now what the fuck do I do now? They fucking
Why'd they
stopped and looked
stop?
at me.
They just
I
listened
don't
to some
know.
idiot?
Yes.
That's
They just
amazing.
so I basically made him fucking stop in front of my fucking house. I'm like, shit, now what the fuck do I do? These two 21-year-olds are just staring me down.
But halt, who goes there?
Exactly.
So, I guess I have to go. This one I remember because it was really, really bad. So as a kid, um, I was talk. I don't know if you guys ever had like a playground, and they had a like a spider thing. You would have to climb to the center of the platform.
Mm,
Oh, I can't
I know what
remember
you're talking
those
about.
things.
All right. If you do, they're like it just like is a spider, and they're called like the spider wall or whatever. But what happened is I I finally did it, and we would like
Good for you.
well no, you son of a bitch. So I said I'm the king of the world, and I was looking up, and then I slipped because it was rainy from the previous day. I slipped and hit my knee on the metal thing, and
What a nerd.
this was at like a public school, so I just start like saying "ow," and of course I didn't cuss, but I was like "ow, ow, fuck, it hurts." But
No cuss.
but
Fuck
it
isn't a
gets
cuss word
worse.
according to Tyler.
It gets worse. Then I was like I said I was in so much pain I thought my knee broke. They had to get my mom to come home, and she came to pick me up, and then we went to our doctor. I just went to the nurse or whatever, and she says your knee's fine. There's no broken. I'm like, it hurts.
It's called a bruise.
And so it's kind of awkward when your mom has to come pick you up from school from a knee that the entire school knew you were fine.
Oh yeah, that still feels awkward though. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
No.
Now this one, you can say birthday, Christmas, or whatever. What's the shittiest gift you've ever received?
Uh,
Um, it was basically this like wooden like piece kind of puzzle model thing. It was supposed to be of a scorpion, and you had to paint it and shit. It was just dumb, because it was fucking a bunch of pieces of wood you just had to put together. And I was like, thanks, I'm totally gonna do this fucking never. I forget, someone else ended up doing it for me. I never did it.
The hell?
can I go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
A copy of the first volume of Gundam Seed Destiny.
What?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, ghouls, what?
You
No.
and
You know what we're
fucking
doing
Gundam
soon? We are going to
Seed
watch the
Destiny, I
entirety of
swear.
Gundam Seed Destiny together. And we're gonna figure out why you hate this so much.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, I kind of.
I hope you
I
have
actually
some.
kind
I
of
hope
want to
you
watch it
have.
with Gruels just so he can
Oh,
can,
we
like,
can do that right after this
freaking
stream to
insult
show you
it.
guys how fucking terrible that shit is. Of course, that depends if you are a fan, if you know about Seed, but who? Well, no matter. But yeah, I hate Seed Destiny. I mean, it's just a disaster. I did not like it at all. The stock footage was worse than Wing. Shin gets demoted from the protagonist to basically Durando's butt buddy.
Ooh, that
Kira
sounds
becomes a
like
Curious
fun.
dude for no reason. Lacus is one of the worst characters I've ever seen, and just I fuck Seed Destiny. It's a piece of shit anime, and I want you all to suffer with me.
I don't think it's that bad, ghouls, but I guess I'll go ahead and go. Um, so, um, I don't. People probably don't know this, but I really hate chocolate. I'm actually gonna do two because this one isn't like too bad. Because
Hate
people,
chocolate?
yeah,
I didn't
I
even know
fucking despise chocolate.
that. Like your
I'm a
best friend. Maybe.
lover.
I just don't like the taste of it. And I always go around at school. This was when I was at
Chocolate.
probably like late high school, maybe like actually probably like really early high school. Probably during freshman year, I had a birthday and my friends came over and we just played like Halo and Call of Duty all night, whatever. But my friend, he knows I hate chocolate, and he gives me a Hershey's chocolate bar the size of my fucking head.
Fuck that guy.
Wow.
What an asshole. Thinking you'd enjoy a fucking nice gift.
You
Punch
just
him in
said
the
about a
face for
wooden
being such a
fucking.
dick.
I would, Jeffrey. I would trade you gifts in a heartbeat.
I don't like Hershey's Kisses. I don't like milk chocolate. I like dark chocolate, you know? Superior to milk chocolate.
Oh, glad we trade chocolate for shitty anime.
I would rather
I
watch
would
this.
take the shitty anime. I
Or
enjoy
the other way
shitty
around,
anime.
whatever.
Oh!
I'm so raging
Oh.
dudes from talking about Seed Destiny.
But then also, um,
Ooh.
someone gave me, um, like at the age of like 8, an Old Spice deodorant kit. And I,
My
Okay.
brother loves those.
well, at the time I didn't just put on deodorant. I was like 8. That shit was null and void to me. But yeah. I had shitty gifts. Matthew, what's your shittiest gift?
I guess my shittiest gift was when I was around during fifth grade. I had my birthday party at a Peter Parker Pictures because fucking cool guy over here. Hell. Um. So one of my uncles got me a rated R movie. I think it was like it's like a horror movie or something. But not really sure what the fuck the title was. Based on the fact that my mom looked at it first and she hid it from me even until this day, and I have no idea what the fuck it was. The title is like I've never even fucking seen my present. Like, what the fuck was it? Like, nope, I don't know. Like, the
Actually, I would
hell?
think that's a badass present. It's so good that like your mom had to hide it from you.
I don't even know where the fuck it is now. Like, where the fuck is that present?
Dude, Matthew, next time you go home, you need to like just tear the house down, and when your mom comes home, you like, where's my
She
fucking
probably
movie?
threw it away.
Most likely, yeah. Or traded in for a movie or something. Different one. I
Um,
fucking know.
uh, this one, like I said in the intro, who should pay for dinner on a date? Go.
All right. So your boy. All right, over here. All right. He's all like, if you ate more, you paying, bitch. That's just how it works. If I eat more, I'll pay.
The,
I'll pay. That's how it works.
the dude
you know?
should always the dude should always pay because
No,
that's
the dude
chivalrous.
should not always pay. Fuck
Well, that's a
that.
chivalrous act. The girl
Nah,
will like you more.
whoever asked the first person out should pay. If
I
like the
agree
girl
with
by
Jeffrey.
any chance asked you out, then she should pay. You shouldn't pay.
But the girl almost never asks the boy out though.
I mean, I'm just saying, whoever asked the person out should pay.
Jeff
What about
steals
you?
my answer, but I am still going with that.
What about you, Matthew?
Right. Uh, fuck. So, it's a weird question based on the fact that probably nowadays people would most likely say, "Oh, that's not PC," or "That's not blah blah blah," and blah blah blah
You know I
blah.
Nah,
don't
And
care about PC.
nah, Jeff.
PC is,
No,
dude,
Matthew.
PC
You gotta
got thrown out the
understand
window.
PC, brah. We're all about
PC got thrown out the
equality. So
window
you know
when
what? Women, they want to be treated like equals. So whoever asked out.
Like equals.
bro, PC has been out the window since Donald Trump won. I think it's pretty much a dead thing.
Do you
no,
think I'm
no,
dead,
it's not
Ghouls?
fucking
I'm
dead.
PC,
You
bruh.
really think PC is dead? Jesus Christ! You have something else in mind then? So I'm not really sure. To be full honest, the way I was raised, I would honestly pay no matter what.
Oh, I
But
wouldn't say pro.
So
Let's
you
see.
were raised like a sucker, Matthew? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I wouldn't say dead. I'm more like more vocal. How should I put that?
Not sure.
But it also kind of depends. Like, I'm not even trying to like be a dick or any way, shape, or form. Like, do you even want to go on a second date? Like, of course. Like, I feel like if you like the
Oh yeah, if
person,
you don't want a second date, make her pay.
that's
Just be like, oh,
If
I
you end
really
up,
want to go on a second date with you. Like, I enjoyed this, but I forgot my wallet. I'll pay next time, I promise.
if the girl becomes, if the girl
And then they
starts
buy
treating
it.
you like a money sack, then yeah, you should totally not ever date her again.
Minute, go, nigga.
what
I
he
guess
say?
that answers that.
Pretty much.
You know how your boy does it. You already know it's your boy.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and move on to what is your most intense dream, and I'll go ahead and start this off. My most intense dream that I remember, at least, is
Ooh, that's
is
hot.
okay, is when if you guys remember Rampage, the video game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I had a dream as a kid. Do you remember the lizard?
From
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
From Rampage, not Spider-Man.
Oh wait, Rampage. Where have I
Yeah,
heard
it's like where you
before?
play as the kaijus. Well, not kaijus. Yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah,
called
I've seen
kaijus,
that
right?
one time at a
Yeah, they're
Hollywood video. Okay.
Um,
Yes,
so
he could be
I
Gojira.
I was one of those people while this like reptile was just knocking down buildings and shit. It was so fucking terrifying. Just to see that big ass lizard, and he was like eventually trying to run and get me. I was like, "What the fuck? Run,
Oh wow,
run!"
Tyler. I didn't know you were a pussy. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, that's mine. One of you two go.
I actually
Uh,
don't have any kind of intense dreams. But if I were to pick one, I think the moment I saw Miss America's outfit from Battlefield J, it gave me nightmare fuel. Like it's staring into my soul or something.
See, interesting.
Yeah, it creeped me the
Interesting.
fuck out.
Actually, I got Ghoul's most intense dream. Him watching Gundam Seed Destiny forever.
Oh God.
Oh,
Ah!
that would be a fucking hellhole.
so living in the world of Gundam Seed Destiny.
Oh,
Ah!
That actually wouldn't be so bad because something. That actually wouldn't be so bad.
Oh no, those stock footage Gundams are going at it again.
Oh no, one of them crushed my family. I hate Orb now.
all right, Matthew, Jeff, what's your most intense dreams?
Uh, you know those dreams. Those dreams where you gotta get a new set of pants. Those are the good ones, you know.
Jesus Christ, Jeff.
Just going straight for them. Just
I
going
mean,
straight for them.
nah, I don't really remember my dreams that much.
You should have told me when I asked you the damn question then.
That was my answer.
And he's sticking to it, damn it.
That is his answer. Alright. I guess my most recent intense dream, and I'm using air quotes right now, will probably be, for some reason, we were all in the world of fucking Dark Souls 3, and we're using each one of our characters like OC characters basically,
Nice.
and basically Tyler was his main character, uh, Jeffrey was his main character, and I was my own main character. Like the characters we made. But since Jeffrey didn't have Dark Souls 3, I just imagine him like I just imagine his character from Dark Souls 2 or 1. I don't know what he was playing
Like,
during that time.
was I devoured
And so,
by a demon dick dragon or something?
I don't know. I think it was just like us three. I don't know.
Cause
Ooh,
Titties
the
McGee,
business
just
schools, fuck out of here, dude.
just tell me Titties McGee slayed everything and I'm happy.
Basically, but the most I remember is just like we're like Jared was just getting pissy about each time we went to face a boss, he was the first one to die or something, and it was just because of some random bullshit.
Oh my god, they killed him. You bastard.
Damn
I'm
it!
glad that it was random bullshit that killed me, and like you point out that it was actually random bullshit, not me just calling out random bullshit. Thank you.
That'll be my job. I'm the clerk here.
And he could somehow join back like instantly, just like each time he would die for something absurdly.
Hey,
Ma-
sounds like Kenny.
Jeffrey is Kenny
That is my-
confirmed.
That is my luck.
Oh my
I
God.
could just hear like me and Matthew fighting, and Jeffrey goes, "This is bullshit!" as he's like getting eaten by a dragon.
I mean, you already know it would be though. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, so that's basically my most recent intense dream.
All right. All right. So this is the final question. What long lost child possession would you have back if you could?
Long lost child possession I would have back. Probably my first PS1.
I had a PS1. It was pretty lame. I had some shitty Beyblade game for it.
The one with the badass ending music.
I don't know. I didn't even know how the game fucking worked.
I don't even
I
know if
put
this
it
really
in.
counts, but I want to have my Sega Genesis fully back, but the cable that I need to get it set back up is broke, and I want that cable back. I don't know if that counts, but
Can't you,
I want a
can't you buy
cable
one off?
back.
Can't you buy that off eBay?
I just feel like it's not worth it because number one, I can't find my Sega Genesis games, which piss me off.
Plus, you can just emulate them all on PC or Xbox or whatever.
Because I'm not that type of person, Ghouls. I don't emulate.
Emulate legally, because Steam can do that.
Well, yes, but and then basically all I want to do is, if you guys remember Road Rash, that was one of my all-time favorite games. I love the Sonics, and then I also really like the Mortal Kombat, and then Bruce Lee's like arcade adventure was really badass.
Oh shit! Now I want to play that now. Bruce Lee had an old arcade game. What?
It was like Mortal Kombat, but just with like a whole
Wait, how'd
bunch of
that?
fighters.
Wait,
Have
how'd
y'all
that
played
work?
Bruce Lee's
How'd
daughter?
that work?
Like,
Because
It was Mortal Kombat. Like if you punch somebody, they fall into like thumbtacks.
no, I mean, like, is it
Oh.
digitalized?
Yeah,
How do they do that? Bruce Lee's already dead.
I don't know. I think they just took like a modern day Bruce Lee.
Some random
Like
Chinese
just
guy
some
from the
dude
streets,
named
probably.
Bruce Lee. Didn't even look the same or anything.
Probably just some random Chinese
have
guy
y'all
from the
seen his
streets.
daughter actually take up his mantle? Like, Jesus.
His son died.
Daughter.
Yeah, his daughter's still alive.
Yeah, but Bruce Lee, like the Sega, I think the Sega was the better console than the SNES. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, but Sega,
Well,
Well,
badass.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Oh, fire.
Oh,
well,
shit.
thing is though, Super Nintendo had.
Don't get into the scrolls. Don't get into this. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Get it.
That's
We
debate
get
for another time.
it. What would I want?
If it's something about Sea Destiny, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I want my old Blu-ray copy of Gundam Seed Destiny because it's my favorite anime. No.
Well, I'm
Um,
Although you have to get it Blu-ray style too.
I'm so tempted to show you guys just how bad it is. Oh,
I guess
but now tell us your real answer.
my old Xbox, like the original one, and then all the games I had for it.
You mean the big fat one that was released in 2001?
Uh-huh. Because I had some games on it like that I don't even remember what they were. They were pretty cool.
Links.
And also I loved the Tony Hawk games.
All right, Matthew, what is it? And then we'll end this podcast.
Alright. Hmm. I don't know why, but I've been getting like a nostalgia feeling for some fucking reason. But that's besides the point. I think like it's really fucking geeky, but I guess like the thing I would like to have is my old G1 Transformer collection.
Ooh, damn.
Nerd! No, I'm
That's
just
awesome.
kidding.
Basically, because I would kind of sell some of the least important characters from the old G1 series for like a
And end
shit
up
ton of
dying in a
comparison.
movie.
Oh my god, that movie.
Starscream!
But yeah, I would kind of want my old G1 collection back.
All right. All right. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Nerd Tavern, where we talked about um how we need Crypto the Superdog and Injustice 2, and we all want.
Constantino Riot.
Constantly torturing me about Sea Destiny.
No, we're making a video on that, Ghouls. All four of us are gonna sit down and watch this damn like just one episode or something and make fun of it, if it's as
Okay,
bad as
if
you
you're doing
think it
that-
is.
If you're doing that, we'll have to upload it on VidMe because YouTube BS.
All right. Well, do you guys want to shout yourselves out? Because I know Ghouls does.
If you want to see more of me and what I think about anime and whatnot, you can head on over to GShadow007 where I mainly do anime reviews. But if you're more into my gaming content, you could go to Webhead Gaming because that's where I do all of my gaming content.
Also, go to both of those and then talk shit to Gruels for not making a shout out video for the podcast, even though he shouts out himself every
I'm
time.
working on it.
I'm Jeff, and I'm out.
He's got nothing.
Alright. I'm Matt, your friendly neighborhood sociopath, and I'm out.
All right. And
Shadow007, have a nice day, everybody.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and most importantly, subscribe if you want to continue to see Nerd Tavern every single Sunday. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for more Nerd Tavern. Peace out.